God has put dreams and promises in your spirit that may seem too big, and talk yourself out of the miracle.
Joel Osteen's illustrious career. The once beloved pastor of Lakewood Church, known for his charismatic smile and prosperity gospel, has been handed a sentence that will change his life forever. The verdict is in, and the consequences are dire as the news sends shockwaves through the Christian community and beyond. One question remains: what led to the downfall of this televangelist titan in this explosive expose? We'll delve into the secrets, scandals, and controversies that ultimately sealed Joel Osteen's fate. Get ready for a jaw-dropping journey into the hidden world of Lakewood Church and the stunning events that led to Joel Osteen's sentence, final and forever. Joel Osteen's sentence has left many in the Christian community reeling. The once celebrated pastor, known for his message of prosperity and hope, has been brought down by a web of scandals and controversies. But what exactly led to this shocking downfall? A ministry built on controversy from its inception. Joel Osteen's ministry has been marked by controversy. Critics have long accused him of promoting a prosperity gospel, emphasizing material wealth over spiritual growth. Others have questioned the finances of Lakewood Church, alleging that the church's vast wealth has been amassed at the expense of its congregants. Despite the controversy surrounding his ministry, Joel Osteen has maintained a loyal following. However, behind the scenes, secrets and scandals have been simmering, from allegations of embezzlement to whispers of infidelity. The truth about Joel Osteen's personal life has long been shrouded in mystery. The fall of a televangelist empire. Joel Osteen's ministry has been marred by controversy, and it seems his career has finally reached a tipping point. The once beloved pastor of Lakewood Church has faced criticism for his prosperity gospel lavish lifestyle and handling of church finances. Joel Osteen has faced numerous scandals and criticisms throughout his career, from being accused of closing the doors of Lakewood Church to Hurricane Harvey victims, to facing criticism for his response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Osteen has been under constant scrutiny. The cumulative effect of these controversies has finally taken its toll on Joel Osteen's career. His followers have begun to desert him, and his reputation has been irreparably damaged. It seems that Joel Osteen's time in the spotlight has come to an end as the news of Joel Osteen's career demise spreads. The Christian community is left to grapple with the implications. What lessons can be learned from his downfall? How can the church move forward in a way that prioritizes transparency, accountability, and spiritual growth? Joel Osteen, the charismatic televangelist, and his wife Victoria Osteen were once the epitome of a power couple, with their megawatt smiles, impeccable style, and message of prosperity. They captivated audiences worldwide. Joel Osteen, the man behind the ministry, born on March 5, 1963 in Houston, Texas. Joel Osteen grew up in a family of pastors. His father, John Osteen, founded Lakewood Church, which would eventually become the launching pad for Joel's own ministry. With his father's passing in 1999, Joel took the reins of Lakewood Church and transformed it into a global phenomenon. Victoria Osteen, the woman behind the man. Victoria Osteen, born on March 28, 1961, in Huntsville, Texas, was a successful entrepreneur and author before marrying Joel in 1987 as the First Lady of Lakewood Church. Victoria played a Joel Osteen's ministry lies a tangled web of secret and scandals for years. Whispers of financial impropriety, plagiarism, and lavish spending have swirled around the houses, from allegations of embezzlement and tax evasion to Victoria's infamous airline meltdown. The couple's reputation has been marred by a series of embarrassing controversies. As the spotlight shines brighter on their personal lives, the cracks in their carefully crafted image begin to show, revealing a complex and troubled reality beneath the surface. The prosperity gospel, a recipe for success. In the opulent confines of Lakewood Church, Joel Osteen's message of prosperity and hope has captivated millions with his trademark smile and effortless charm. Osteen has built a ministry empire peddling a gospel that promises wealth, success, and happiness to all who believe, but beneath the surface of this seemingly inspiring message lies a complex web of controversy and criticism. Osteen's prosperity gospel is built on the idea that God rewards the faithful with material wealth and success. His sermons are peppered with anecdotes of miraculous financial windfalls, lavish blessings, and the PR of a life free from financial worry. It's a message that resonates deeply with those seeking a way out of poverty, debt, or financial struggle. However, critics argue that Osteen's prosperity gospel is little more than a thinly veiled justification for greed and materialism. They point to the Bible's warnings against the love of money and the dangers of wealth and privilege. Osteen's emphasis on individual prosperity, they claim, neglects the Bible's emphasis on community compassion and social justice. As Osteen's ministry has grown, so too has his wealth, with an estimated net worth of over $100 million. Osteen's lifestyle is a far cry from the humble sacrificial existence advocated by Jesus. Critics argue that Osteen's own wealth and lavish spending undermine his message, revealing a gospel more concerned with personal gain than genuine spiritual growth. But the consequences of Osteen's prosperity gospel extend far beyond the confines of his own ministry. For many, the promise of prosperity has proven a cruel illusion. The emphasis on individual success has led some to blame themselves for their financial struggles rather than seeking help or addressing systemic injustices. Others have been left feeling guilty, ashamed, or unworthy, their faith shaken by the failure to achieve the promised prosperity, a gospel of greed or a message of hope. As the debate surrounding Joel Osteen's prosperity gospel continues, one thing is clear: the message of prosperity has become a double-edged sword. While it has inspired countless individuals to pursue their dreams and strive for financial stability, it has also been criticized for its emphasis on material wealth and individual success. As we examine the complexity of Osteen's ministry, we must ask ourselves, what does it truly mean to live a life of faith, and what is the real cost of pursuing prosperity? The money trail, uncovering the Lakewood Church finances controversy. Tucked away in the heart of Houston, Texas, stands Lakewood Church, a mega church empire built by Joel Osteen with a congregation of over 43,000 and a televised audience of millions. Lakewood Church has become a financial powerhouse, but beneath the surface of this seemingly prosperous ministry lies a tangled web of financial controversy. Critics argue that Lakewood Church's finances are shrouded in secrecy. Despite being a tax-exempt organization, the church is not required to disclose its financial records to the public. This lack of transparency has sparked concerns about the church's accounting practices and how donations are being used. The Osteen family's wealth, Joel Osteen's wealth, has become a lightning rod for criticism, with an estimated net worth of over $100 million. Osteen's lifestyle is a far cry from the humble existence advocated by Jesus. His wife Victoria has also faced scrutiny for her lavish spending, including a $100,000 plus makeover of the church's interior. Lakewood Church's emphasis on tithing has raised eyebrows. Osteen encourages his congregation to donate 10% of their income to the church, promising that God will bless them financially in return. Critics argue that this emphasis on tithing has created a culture of guilt and obligation, with some members feeling pressured to give beyond their means. Lakewood Church's business dealings have also come under The spotlight shines brighter on Lakewood Church's finances. The future of the ministry remains uncertain. Will the church continue to thrive, or will the controversy surrounding its finances ultimately lead to its downfall? One thing is clear: the Lakewood Church finances controversy has sparked a necessary conversation about the role of money in ministry and the importance of transparency and accountability. The storm within uncovering the Hurricane Harvey controversy. August 2017 will forever be etched in the memories of Houstonians as the month Hurricane Harvey unleashed its fury upon the city. The storm's torrential rains and catastrophic flooding left thousands stranded, homeless, and desperate. But amidst the chaos and devastation, a different kind of storm was brewing, one that would shake the very foundations of Lakewood Church and Joel Osteen's ministry, a mega church's shame. As the flood waters rose, Lakewood Church, with its 16,000-seat sanctuary, remained eerily silent, while other churches, mosques, and community centers opened their doors to shelter the displaced. Lakewood Church's doors remained shut. The church's parking lot, capable of accommodating thousands of cars, was empty and dry, a stark contrast to the flooded streets surrounding it. The internet was abuzz with outrage as photos of Lakewood Church's empty, flood-free parking lot went viral. Critics lambasted Joel Osteen and Lakewood Church for their apparent lack of compassion and generosity. The church's initial response, citing flooded buildings and safety concerns, only fueled the fire. It seemed that Lakewood Church, with its vast resources and wealth, had turned its back on the very community it claimed to serve as public. Mounted Lakewood Church finally relented, opening its doors to shelter evacuees. But the damage had already been done. The church's reputation had been severely tarnished, and Joel Osteen's credibility had taken a hit. The controversy surrounding Lakewood Church's response to Hurricane Harvey had exposed a deeper truth, one of greed, hypocrisy, and a callous disregard for the well-being of others. In the end, the Hurricane Harvey controversy left an indelible mark on Lakewood Church and Joel Osteen's ministry. The storm may have passed, but the storm within, the one of criticism, outrage, and betrayal, would linger, a constant reminder of the devastating consequences of greed and hypocrisy, the shadow of plagiarism. Accusations against Joel Osteen's meteoric rise to fame as a best-selling author and televangelist has not been without its challenges. One of the most damaging allegations against him has been plagiarism, the act of passing off someone else's work as his own. The accusations have raised questions about Osteen's integrity, honesty, and credibility. In 2007, Osteen's book Become a Better Year was criticized for containing passages that bore striking similarities to works by other authors. The allegations sparked a heated debate about the nature of plagiarism and the responsibility of authors to properly cite their sources. The case of Dr. Paul, one of the most notable plagiarism allegations against Osteen, involves Dr. Paul, a Christian author and speaker. Dr. Paul claimed that Osteen had borrowed heavily from his work without proper attribution. The allegations led to a public feud between the two men, with Osteen denying any wrongdoing. The fallout, the plagiarism accusations against Osteen have had significant consequences for his ministry. Many have questioned his credibility and integrity, and some have called for greater transparency and accountability in his writing and preaching. Critics argue that the plagiarism allegations against Osteen are part of a larger pattern of behavior that prioritizes success and fame over honesty and integrity. They point to his emphasis on prosperity and wealth, as well as his lavish lifestyle, as evidence of a self-serving agenda. The plagiarism accusations against Joel Osteen have left an indelible mark on his ministry while he remains a popular and influential figure in Christian Taxpayer-subsidized ministry. Critics argue that Lakewood Church's tax-exempt status amounts to a taxpayer-subsidized ministry. By not paying taxes, the church is essentially receiving a subsidy from the government, allowing it to further its interests and amass wealth. This has sparked debates about the fairness and equity of the tax-exempt system. As the controversy surrounding Lakewood Church's tax-exempt status continues to swirl, many are calling for reform. Some argue that tax-exempt organizations like Lakewood Church should be required to disclose their financial records and adhere to stricter accountability standards. Others propose that the tax-exempt system be overhauled and entirely eliminating the subsidies that allow ministries like Lakewood Church to accumulate vast wealth. Turbulence at 30,000 feet. The Victoria Owen airline incident. It was a routine flight from Houston to Vail, Colorado, but what unfolded on that Continental Airlines plane would become a defining moment in the public eye for Victoria Osteen. The year was 2005, and Victoria, wife of televangelist Joel Osteen, was on her way to a well-deserved vacation. As the plane hit cruising altitude, Victoria, seated in first class, began to feel uncomfortable. She requested that the flight attendant Sharon Brown remove a stain from her armrest. Brown, a seasoned flight attendant, apologized and promptly attended to Victoria's request. However, Victoria's demeanor quickly turned from polite to imperious, and she began to berate Brown, allegedly using profanity and physically assaulting her. A plane in upheaval. The altercation sent shock waves through the plane, leaving passengers stunned and frightened. One passenger described the scene as surreal, while another recalled Victoria's tide as unhinged. The flight attendants, caught in the middle, struggled to restore order and calm the agitated Victoria. The incident sparked a heated debate about Victoria's behavior and the consequences that followed. Victoria was charged with assaulting a flight attendant, but the charges were later dropped. The incident also raised questions about the Austins' reputation and the image they projected as Christian leaders. The airline incident offered a rare glimpse behind the carefully crafted facade of the Austin Empire. It humanized Victoria, revealing a more complex and multifaceted personality beneath the polished surface. However, it also underscored the perception that the Austin were out of touch with the realities of everyday life. In the years following the incident, Victoria has spoken publicly about the experience, acknowledging her mistakes and expressing regret for her behavior. The incident has also sparked a wider conversation about the importance of humility, compassion, and empathy in leadership as the Auses continue to navigate the complexities of their public lives. The airline incident influence on Joel's ministry was significant, and her ambition and drive were undeniable, but at what cost? The couple's marriage was often subject to scrutiny, with many wondering if their relationship was more of a business partnership than a romantic one. Joel Osteen's legacy is a complex web of contradictions. On the one hand, he brought hope and inspiration to millions. On the other hand, his ministry was marred by controversy and scandal. He preached a message of positivity and empowerment, but his own life was marked by contradictions and flaws. As the years go by, it's likely that Osteen's legacy will be re-evaluated and re-examined. Historians and scholars will pore over his sermons and writings, searching for clues about the man behind the ministry. They will examine the impact of his prosperity gospel on modern Christianity, and they will debate the merits of his message. The final verdict, in the end, it's up to each individual to decide what Joel Osteen's legacy means to them. Was he a hero of faith or a charlatan who preyed on the vulnerable? Was his ministry a force for good or a symbol of everything that's wrong with modern Christianity? The sentence, final goodbye, forever may have marked the end of Joel Osteen's ministry, but it's only the beginning of a larger conversation about his legacy. As the years go by, we'll likely see a more nuanced and balanced view of Osteen emerge, one that takes into account both the positives and negatives of his ministry. In conclusion, the rise and fall of Joel Osteen's ministry serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of prioritizing material wealth and success over spiritual growth and social justice. The prosperity gospel, which once captivated millions with its promise of easy wealth and success, has ultimately proven to be a flawed and damaging ideology. As the dust settles on Osteen's ministry, it is clear that his legacy will be marked by contradictions and controversy. However, it is also an opportunity for the Christian community to reflect on its values and priorities and to seek a more authentic and compassionate expression of faith. Ultimately, the story of Joel Osteen's ministry serves as a reminder that true faith is not about material wealth or personal success, but about love, compassion, and service.